I feel like there's something I forgot to do.
Salutations,
I tidied the
darlings.
courtyard, put the
Azorwing
tea
here.
on. It's probably just my mind playing tricks on me.
Azorwing here, bringing you some more Genshin Impact. Well, it is. Huh. Sorry, things being weird on my end. Don't mind me. Anywho, we are continuing our endeavors. Hold on. Endeavors. What endeavors are we continuing? Um, these ones. The oh, falling things. Press a button. Sure, why not? That's okay. We are continuing the events of Waterborne poetry. All right, let's go. Our destinations are right over here. What exactly are we doing again? 100 pace hurling rights. No, it shouldn't be too difficult. She did. Sitting with a game I'm responsible for. Haven't you heard of 100 pace hurling rights? Hi, Dawn. Hello, hello. I'm finally streaming at reasonable hours of the day. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. You want me to conduct a bunch of rights to check things long distances? You are very perceptive and got it half right. The core game mechanics do revolve around throwing, but that's not what rights mean here. I've learned about this game from an ancient book. Let me briefly walk you through it. Their traditional rules dictate that all participants in this game must be sitting down as part of the rites. You must also adopt a special sitting posture, which I will not demonstrate for you at this time since I don't have any cushions here. From their sitting positions, the participants must follow the music rhythm and throw darts into the distant pots. There are many ways to throw the darts in the pots, each with their own special names. For example, the first dart to land in the pot is called the first. How surprise! If the subsequent dart also lands in the vessel, it's called a streak. How surprising! You're really breaking boundaries here with these names. Yep. Eh. If a dart hits the handles of the pot, it's called piercing. If a dart is thrown through the neck before bouncing out of the pot, it's called valiant. Huh. There's no way to remember all that. Don't worry, you don't remember all those terms. Remembering them is my job. Anyway, all you need to know is that the goal is to throw as many darts into the pot as you can before time runs out. I'll take care of the rest. That sure is simplified then. I mean, the rulebook does say that whoever tosses the most darts into the pot wins. As for the rules that require the loser to drink and write a poem, I can't really ask every player who loses to do all that now, can I? Well, you can ask the loser to write a poem. Drink, bleh, maybe. If everyone's an adult, then sure, maybe. Anyways, I'm almost done setting up the game. The holding pots are over there. I'll get you the darts momentarily. You can try it now if you're interested in. Alright, the 100 pace hurling rights players can throw darts. Hitting any spot on the holding pots with darts will award points. Holding the throw button will allow you to aim. Release to throw the dart. As many holding pots as you can within the time limit to score points. The challenge will end once time is up, or there are no more pots left on the field. Alrighty, Roo. The things that complete commissions confuse and baffle me. Hold on, give me a moment. Do, 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 do. Do, do. And this. There. All right. I was just sitting on that screen for a bit too long. All right. Want to try playing 100 pace per hurling rights? Alright. Holding pots, slight pots, ring of rights, ordinary pot, 25 and hit. 25 points in hit for the master. You can fire off multiple darts consecutively by holding the throw button. Special item treatment. When you hit a holding pot, the score gained will be doubled. Okay. Holding pot. Okay, certainly a bit cheesy. I wish you could move while you shoot. A couple more pots. Pots. Organizer that'll award 20 points when hit. These pots will explode when hit, destroying all holding pots in the fixed area. Pots shattered by this will also count towards your score. Awesome. Agile pots are essentially motivated away. I will move between 2 points and award 60 points when hit. Beam of blocking. Oh, obscure darts. Hit a certain number of times to destroy. Goodness gracious. I'm sure that the scores I'm getting could be better, but still. Tiny bit awkward. And you keep looking downward. Consuming pots are holding pots created by the organizer. It'll constantly move, and when in motion, will touch other holding pots and store them within itself. Pots that's consumed will not grant any points. Consuming pot needs to hit multiple times consecutively to be destroyed. After it's hit 50 times in a row, it will grow smaller. Each hit will award 5 points. Anytime a consuming pot drinks, you'll gain 20 points. And destroying it will completely will grant or award 100. Alright, so we need to go after the consuming pots immediately. Alright. Okay, not too bad. They're not as aggressively consuming as I was worried that they'd be. Seems we have one more. Hiding pot. Hiding pots are special hiding pots created by the organizer. They're at certain locations after a companion. Hiding pots will change positions whenever they are hit and must be hit 3 times to fully be destroyed. The first is 20, second 30, the third 40. However, if it's not destroyed within a certain period of time, it moves off the field. So another high priority pot. Hmm. And last, but certainly not least, Honeyface Hurling Rites Ritual Stage. Holding pots will constantly appear as many as possible. I'm trying to remember which ones were the holding pots. Alright. Not half bad. Alright, so this stage is for 100 pace hurling rights. Five, four, Inspiration Eruption. Hmm. I always forget that these things can sometimes scroll. Alright. Blues. I'm guessing his name's not Blue, but that's what I'm calling him. Ah, yes. Hello, sir. Your name is complicated, and my brain error corrected it to blue. Viewers? The game sure is inspiring. What new game? Ah, Traveler. Good timing. Happen to need one to play test my new game. Look here, I'm calling this game Inspiration Eruption. It perfectly captures the entire process flow of how poets create poetry. You mean drinking, drinking, and more drinking? Hilarious. Though using wine to let one's creative juices flow is certainly a good idea. However, wine alone is not enough to inspire truly extraordinary poetry. Before we write a poem, we have to start by seeking out inspiration. Some like to travel, some prefer solitude, while others really enjoying using wine to stimulate their creativity. This is the most challenging part since we cannot pinpoint where inspiration lies. So, most of the time, we feel like we haven't found our muse and become anxious and depressed. In truth, inspiration has already visited us and left its mark inside our hands without us ever knowing. At the right juncture, they will come bursting out and take the form of a great poem or painting, or something else. And you can turn all that into a game, eh? Of course. The process of making poetry is quite clear and easily understood. It just so happens that there are a few tabletop game designs in Mondstadt interested in my ideas. After some discussions and a few brainstorming sessions, we finally came up with Inspiration Eruption. You can try it now if you're interested. Play a few rounds and you may become a poet yourself. Alright, after the challenge begins, characters who defeat opponents within the mythic domains will obtain inspiring crystal chunks. Inspiring crystals will rupture every 40 seconds. When they rupture, they will release shockwaves and affect AoE that deals immense damage based on the number of inspiring crystals. Alright, that means we're waiting to rupture. Mythic nexus will appear within the domain. Such foes are very tough and hard to defeat. Skilled into inspiring crystals to rupture may aid in defeating these opponents. These, after have been defeated, they will once again start to stack. Not yet been defeated, the crystals will not begin to stack again, but the nexus will be weakened and no other opponents will spawn until it's defeated. I chose sit, but sure. Alright. Oh. Ah, yes, you show up to a domain, nobody's there. How did you show up to the domain? Not even you are there. When a character triggers frozen, vaporize, or electrocharge on an opponent, shockwave will be unleashed. So this is very much a hydro playground. Need good hydro characters. Her frozen. Hydro vaporize. I need some pyro and electro. Alright, yeah, I think this is good. I forgot that I've been upgrading characters. Fucking nice, I know. Our precious dancer. His name I'm forgetting. She's precious. That I've forgotten her name is a tragedy.
Take it easy. Here comes the catch. Pew! Yeah! Yahoo! quietly now. Illusion shattered! Things are about to get dicey. There is no escape! Gotcha! Busted! No! Here comes the catch! Embrace the ice! Take flight! Gotcha! Shine down! Boing, boing, boing! Jumpy, dumpy, jumpy! Busted! Take it easy. Game's up. Fun's over. Blazing delight! La la la. Yeah. Boing, boing, boing!
Alright. Not half bad. Look stage. I need at least 2,000. I was at 19,700? Wait. Excuse me, 2,000. I was at 1970. So 19. I was so close. Ugh. Okay. Let me try indiscriminately choosing my favorite team. I is very indiscriminate. I hate advertisements.
Hold the line!
As one with wind and cloud.
There is no escape!
The wind knows me.
Rest and rebuild! A festive reprise! Illusion! Allow me!
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
There is no escape!
Into the wind.
Cool bishop down! The fuse is lit! Rest and rebuild!
One with nature.
Here come the fireworks! Allow me!
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Alright. Alright, so I need to get 2,000 for each, I do believe. When a character's normal, charged, or plunging attack hits an opponent, normal, charged, or plunging attack hits an opponent, they will unleash a random pyro-electro shockwave at an opponent's location that deals AoE damage from the corresponding element. This effect can be triggered once every 2 seconds. Okay, well, first thing that comes to mind when I think of plunging. Barbara's a very good healer.
Let's roll! It's showtime! Huh. Cha! Yeah! Huh. Cha! Cha!
Oh, let's dance. Blaze over.
Lament! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Boring!
Let the show begin.
Oni coming through! Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Bam! Disappear! Here! Worthless! Here!
I'll protect us.
It's showtime! Can't catch me! Lament! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here!
Let the show begin.
Let's roll! Useless! Oni coming through!
Alright. When a character triggers Swirl on an opponent, a shockwave will be unleashed. So, favorite team again. Favorite team for the win! Surprised it took me so long to realize that after element, they're sorted by element, not like most powerful to least powerful. I mean, they're sorted by element. What subcategory are then they sorted after they are sorted into elements? I do not know.
Rest and rebound.
Into the wind! Fallen leaves, adorn my night! One with nature. Time to go. As one with wind and cloud.
Illusion shattered.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
There is no escape.
knows me.
Allow me.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind. Time to go. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Shine down.
One with nature.
Hold the line.
Illusion shattered.
Clouds high, the birds call. Into the wind. Time to go. The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Allow me.
There is no escape.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Rest and rebuild.
Okay. Nice. Oh, very nice. Let's see. When a character defeats an opponent, a shockwave will be unleashed from the character's position, dealing dendro damage to nearby opponents. Defeat opponents quickly. Two hardest hitters, Zhao and Arataki Ito. Arataki, the great and powerful Ito.
It's showtime! Bam! Cha! Can't catch me!
For Rex Lapis. No touching.
Disappear! Worthless! Boring!
This is long overdue.
Oh, coming through! Let's roll! Can't catch me! Bam!
Let's dance. Blaze over.
Lament! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Here! Worthless! Here! Useless! Boring! Worthless!
Next on the this is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Who wants some of this? Cha! Attaboy!
All hail. No touch.
Evil conquering! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Good.
Okay. half bad. Hmm.
From. Are you gonna be okay? Here, I'll lend you my coat.
Toma is precious. Oh. Cut it. Wish you could do this all at once. I think this book fits myself well. Yeah, since far too late. It's a very pretty book, though. It just doesn't fit this. Next painting is right. It's this one. What are you doing? You are Zorwing. Your reputation precedes you. So we have been learning. Like we just showed up to whatchamacallit, Fontaine. And they were like, oh, the legendary traveler. And I was just like, wait, we're legendary? Ah, yes, my cold is legendary. Yeah, we're apparently legendary. Excuse me, our reputation apparently sees this. Anyway, I heard so much about you from my colleagues and was wondering if you would grace this grand event. As luck would have it, here you are. It's truly an honor to meet you. There are many things I wish to introduce to you, but before that, allow me to introduce myself. I am Balto. Balto? That's not it, but my brain cannot see it any other way. My name is Balto. I'm a painter. You should be quite familiar with this profession, no? In addition to being a painter myself, I'm also an art conservator. No matter what type of damage a painting has suffered, whether it was burnt, chewed on by rodent, or rotted by mole, or any similar matter, as long as it is in my hands, I can restore the painting to its original, most perfect state. So restoring paintings, do you just repaint them? Of course not. Were I to just repaint them exactly as they were, that would be called copying. What we art conservators must do is restore a piece of artwork to its most original, pristine condition. Every detail, from colors to the brushstrokes, even the material of the canvas itself, must be exactly the same as the original painting. That's amazing. So I've seen a handful of videos on art restorations on YouTube, and it is wow. Isn't it? It takes exceptional painting skill as well as uncommonly keen, detailed image perception, which is why I simply haven't been able to hire many capable assistants. I mean, if a painter has both exceptional skills and a keen perception of the smallest details, then why not just focus on their own work instead of helping restore that of other artists? Not to mention how this job doesn't pay very well, and how people often think of us as a bunch of copycats with mediocre skills. But every job needs to be done by someone, wouldn't you agree? Art is a precious thing. An outstanding painting can carry history, stories, and emotions, and of course, its market value. No matter what others think, as an artist myself, I will not stand idly by and watch those paintings deteriorate. But as I just said, the job doesn't pay very well and is often misunderstood. Though I've been busy trying to recruit assistants, as you can see, as of now, I'm still the only one doing this job. That's why I'm here today. I want to educate people about what an art conservator does, and perhaps I'll be able to recruit a few more people in this way. However, though I've yet to find an assistant, I have received numerous commissions to restore ancient paintings. These old paintings come from Mondstadt and Liyue. They include landscapes, figures, animals, and even crayon drawings from children. You can restore crayon drawings too? In principle, as long as it's a painting, it's a valid commission. Besides, even a child's crayon drawing contains the level of hard work they poured into it. Who is to say it may not be their first step to becoming an artist one day? So it's understandable that their parents would come to me to restore it. The expression says you haven't even managed to convince yourself. What? No, not at all. I am absolutely not exasperated by these sorts of requests. I just have to study crayon drawings a bit. Starting with you, would you be willing to do me a favor? As you can see, I'm the only one here, but to restore a painting, I need to go out and find the relevant scenery painted therein. You need to go find the original scenery? It's quite a lot of preparation. Alas, indeed. Not only that, I also have to do all kinds of research on materials relevant to the painting. For example, how the scenery and animal depicted looked like at the time they were painted. Fortunately, the paintings I'm currently commissioned to restore aren't too old, so things shouldn't have changed drastically. I was about to head out to study the original locations, but as you know, the wilderness is a dangerous place for those more adept with brush than sword. That's why I'd like to ask you to find the relevant scenery for me. I'm not artistically gifted. No worries, I've already prepared everything that you'll need. I've done this before when hiring others to help me in the past. Look, this is a photo of the painting to be restored, and I have already marked the key landmarks in it. All you need to do is find the location and take photos of the marked objects with this camera, and you're done. So, I just need to take photos? That's right, but you ought to familiarize yourself with the painting before taking the picture. You need to feel their aesthetics and artistic scene. Let the paintings linger in your mind. As long as you understand them, perhaps you'll be able to sense the entire process of how these paintings were done while taking photos. Sketching, outlining, coloring, refining the details. You mean like hallucination? Listening, it does seem a bit much. You're correct. To me, art is a type of hallucination. What an artist must do is capture the hallucination in detail and express it objectively. Believe me, just study the photos I give you, and you will surely feel this artistic hallucinations within. I entrust this task to you, Azorwing, and I shall start on restoring these paintings. Right, the next one is... Once you reach a viewing point, you must select one of the three pictures that best corresponds with the current viewing point and start looking for the missing scenery objects. After selecting the picture, you can move your camera to match the picture with the current scenery and look for any missing scenery objects until you find some junction for record them. To about 2 to 3 missing scenery objects when attempting to record them. You may have to adjust your viewing angle multiple times. Once all the objects have been recorded, the current picture will have its missing details completely filled in. Oh, hello, child. Okay, hello. Minnow has decided to come and say hi. Hello, little one. Alright. I love her. She'll just like climb right up into my arms. And she's like, "This, what do you mean? This is where I belong." And what do you know? This is exactly where she belongs. Snuggled. Like a little snuggle bug. Like the little snuggle bug she is. She needs some more attention. She needs more attention than I can give her sometimes. One of the things I always wish this simple little mic could capture is her purrs. One day I'll get a better mic. Anywho, mending painting prospects, windswept landscape. This picture seems to depict the Mondstadt cityscape. If you find the right angle, you can easily see the missing scenery. Carefully examining the picture to discover just what is missing and how will the artistic hallucination form this time. You know. What you doing, little one?
Hey, how about we go for a nice meal sometime? My treat, of course.
Oh, yes. Casual reminder that Lotoma is originally from Mondstadt. Gained his vision in Inazuma. Give me a moment. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that was a cough and a half. Ah. Search for the missing scenery. I was gonna say, this seems a bit backwards. Missing object found. Head to the next location to continue searching. Imagine having a set of paintings and like you're trying to recreate this when literal chunks of it are missing. I will say, actual painting restoration and the like are just so much more careful and fragile and
Huh?
well, it's not so simple. Random caller. The question is it a call that I'm meant to get or is it a spam? Give me a moment.
I feel like there's something I forgot to do.
Seems to have
I
been a
tidied the
spam
courtyard, put the
message.
tea on. It's probably just my mind playing tricks on me.
But look how much of this is just missing. It's like it's not just it's a style all its own. Hmm. Sometimes some places are just truly beyond anything to describe. It's okay, we can't
Check
describe
this out!
everything perfectly all the time. Sometimes some things just will stay a vague, half-remembered thing. In the back of your mind. Another completely different art style. Whenever I see games and hear how they're trying to be more realistic, I always feels more of a neat home involved. Honestly, what I would love or would be for games to be more like the pictures that we're trying to recreate. I mean, could you imagine? But to that, I say, could you imagine running around in a world like that looks like this? Honestly, it reminds me of Okami. Now that is just a gorgeous game. Undeniably beautiful in so many ways that are so hard to describe. But it tends to come to mind when I think of a beautiful game. Genshin, most of the time, is lovely to look at. But I finally learned what I want in a game. It's not for the most realistic thing imaginable. It's for something amazingly stylized. Could you imagine traversing a game when it looks like this? A handful of surreal games that I've seen also come to mind, although their names. So much less known. Saka was here. Oh goodness. Arguably, an art style like this would feel a bit too cartoony even, but and yet I find myself thinking it would still be such a novelty. To see the world through overly stylized eyes. I wonder what we'll be looking at. It is a thought, though. If you could choose a game, style, that is, for the next grand game that was to be let out, that was to be released. Game style. Do you think you would want? I don't think I'd be able to help myself. A realistic game a la Cyberpunk or something. Oh, sure, could be nice. That's not quite. Sokka? That is definitely a reference. And I love it all the more so. I wonder what the last bit of art styles will be like. And they say a children's drawing. Glee. Would a mountain from another view stand as tall? Honestly, when I do think of overly stylized games, worlds that I would love to explore, this is what comes to mind a lot more often. Well, I guess the last one is one from all three, it seems. Sheesh, that was like the entire upper half. Moving away from any location would be just as lovely. To keep us from traipsing around everywhere, the game limited us to Mondstadt Leeway.
Yeah.
You know, keep in mind, somebody got up here with art supplies and like a canvas. Oh my goodness. Ay, ay, ay. For a location to always be so pretty. That's everything. I have 36 of these.
Don't get too close.
Add Ast. Thank you for. Add Ast.
Let's see. If I made 100 of 100 jam, I would have 93 Sensitias, 29 berries, and 90 sugar left. I rarely have anything to say after you. Completed your challenges. And yet I could never resist stopping by once more. Oh. Thanks again for helping me track down the original scenery. Nope, surely I can restore these paintings more efficiently. But sometimes they do. Well. Until next time. Where are you? Casper. Are you friendly? Oh, hello there. It's a little absorbed with the scenery. Oh, what about it? It's truly magnificent. Completely different from my homeland, Fontaine. Passed by Kunjong Peak on my way here. The profile was almost completely obscured by the heavy fog, and it was really a sight to behold. The scenery really makes one want to compose a verse or two, just like the poets of Liyue. Look upon the mountains, magnificent as the... Wait, what should I compare them to? Never mind, this mountain is just magnificent. Look upon the mountains. So...
Look at that sky. Now that is why I came to leave.
Yes. Look upon the mountain, piercing the sky so magnificently. So magnificently. As to bar comparison to any other sight. Reynolds alone is a sight to see. Be it near or far, be it the first time you've seen it or your 100th time seeing it. Oh, how magnificently this mountain
I
shall
really
tower
did spin a lot
above
recently.
all. Truly, it's a lovely sight to see. Stony gray above the green, yet under blue, ever true. A grand sight to see. Until next time, darlings.
Huh. My intuition tells me that something very interesting is about to happen.